When did you come to know God personally?
July 11th, 1981. My wife and I had gone to Lake Tahoe with a friend. He and his wife were driving to Lake Tahoe to attend a wedding. So they came by our house, picked us up, and off we went. On Saturday morning, we dropped them off at the church. I believe it was around 11:30 in the morning. And Janet and I decided to drive around Lake Tahoe. We'd never been to the area. So we drive past our hotel. We were staying in a little town called State Line. And we get to this little town called Kings Beach, California. And I look at Janet and say, why don't we stop and have lunch? We go into this restaurant and we're sitting there talking about the day, and the waitress comes and takes our order. We order a couple sandwiches and we're just sitting there talking, and the waitress brings the sandwich, and I just grabbed my sandwich really quick because I would think I was hungry and just took a bite out of it. And as I was taking this bite out of this sandwich, a voice says, in this restaurant, you're going to die. You're going to die. I had spun around at that moment looking for somebody to hold accountable for the voice I just heard. And there's no one even remotely close to us in this restaurant. And I spin back and look at Janet. She's talking as if we were just continuing our conversation about the day. I said, let's get out of here right now, I want to go. And she begins to panic, like, what's going on here? We just got here. We just got our sandwiches. What do you mean you want to go? And I said, let's get out of here right now. I'm leaving. Pack up your sandwich, we're going. And I grabbed a napkin and rolled up my sandwich, and I walk out on the street, and I'm now thinking, what the heck just happened in there? Because the voice had said, before you get out of this restaurant, you're going to die. And I made it outside the restaurant. I got this Bible out and I said, I gotta find God, and I gotta find him right now, because what just happened didn't make any sense to me at all. I gotta be honest with you, I was just panicking inside. I literally questioned, am I literally going to die? Who told me this? And as I flipping through the Bible, and I mean, I'm just scrambling through it, trying to find something to help bring me peace. And I came to Hebrews 13, starting at verse 1. And as I began reading 6 verses of that scriptural passage, it's like Jesus Christ himself are in the hotel room with me. And the sound of his voice as we read those words brought me peace. For he hath said, I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you, so that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What shall man do unto me? I'm 23 years of age, approximately. And I'd already read the Bible cover to cover. And the words that are really troubling me is in John chapter 10, when Jesus said, my sheep know my voice, and they will not follow that of a stranger. I couldn't distinguish between the two voices. It sent me on a journey to go back and reread the Bible cover to cover again. I just finished doing it, and here I am contemplating and then doing it, reading the Bible cover to cover again. But I had a serious purpose in mind, a serious focus of why I'm going to read at this particular time. And the purpose is, how do these people come to know God intimately and personally? In 1991, I'm downstairs in my house reading my Bible and I'm praying. And God comes and he says, a part of you did die that day, that another part of you might be reborn. And I just said to God, that was you, God, in the restaurant. And I just began crying. I realized why I couldn't distinguish between the two voices, because both of them were God. It was God in the hotel room. It brought me peace. It was God in the restaurant who had brought me fear, because I thought literally I was going to die that day. And what died that day was my unbelief. I came to realize that it was that particular day that I came to know without an if, and, or a but. There was God, there was a God, and he was real, and he had revealed himself to me in such a mighty and powerful way that I knew without an if and or but, he's real. That day, God got my attention. And that has been this God that I've come to know. No matter where I am, I've always been able to find him because he's always been there, and he has kept the promise to me that he would be there, and he's been there ever since.